Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Minecraft Chain World. It is time for another episode. I've been doing some organizing of the chests in here while it was nighttime. It's just turning daytime now. Right through this wall and this wall, I always hear lots of enemies spawning outside. I hear some zombies who are burning up now. That's happy sound. And so one of the first things that I want to do, and then we will definitely have some more crazy mapping things that I want to do as well. One of the first things I want to do... Am I on this map or the other map? No, I should be on this map. How come I don't see myself walking around on here? Oh, there we go. Now I do. I would like to light up a little bit of the outside of this building. Oops. If possible. So that we don't hear as many mobs. Because when I'm just kind of in there sorting the inventory, it's really disconcerting to hear so many chickens and eggs, mobs like right outside here. And so hopefully things will go well. I worry that there's like shadows over here because I didn't hear that zombie like completely die. And so I'm worried that there might be zombies or skeletons. There's an Enderman over there. Let's not look at him. Might be zombies or skeletons still hiding in some shadows right around here. Thought I heard a footstep, and there's kind of a weird side of the building right there. I need to not fall. There's a creeper way down there. But we're just going to try to add... Okay, the Enderman's kind of teleporting around like a crazy man over there, too. Just going to try to add a little bit of light down here. So we have fewer mobs spawning right outside the building. So our future... Okay, there was a zombie who died over here because I see the zombie flesh on the ground. So that future folks who are hanging out here inside the building don't have the same disconcerted feelings that I'm having with all the mobs. And it looks like that part might be lit up, actually, from the kind of telescope opening area or whatever. Okay, so we're on this map. We're going off the bottom of this map. My Z was like around 60 or something near the center of this map. And then we're going to switch on to this map. I want to do some more mapping today in the daylight and try to do some mapping out to the coordinates that Cthulhu had hidden in the previous clues from the previous episode. Okay, so we're getting down into this one. I want to see when I get into the middle of this, which will kind of be down by that crazy tree, where we found the... I guess was it the Sharpness 3 sword that we found in the chest inside the tree? That's kind of near the center of this map. And let's see, what is the best way down there? It's still very treacherous. I don't want to take any fall damage, because I really can't afford to be taking any damage in this series. If I want to accomplish all the things that I want to do, we are, of course, in no health regeneration mode. Guess I'll kind of carve a little bit of a path down here. Oh, thought I was going to take some fall damage right there. In this series, which... Whoa! I hear baby zombie. Whoa, gosh, that was scary. So I guess he was just, like, under a cave under here. Let's go back now that we hear them. Yeah, there must be a cave, like, right underneath here. Since I hear so many mobs, I'm just going to go ahead and mark that for now. That is not my primary mission today. With only so much daylight, we need to kind of stay focused. Okay, so my Z-coordinate right now is about 278. Great. And the other one's about 60, so it seems like, yeah, about 200. Yeah, it should be 256, right. And so if I go to a Z of about 512 or so, that should be the next... I'm trying to figure out where I need to be standing to make a new map. To kind of like be the center of the map that will kind of attach correctly to this one if I put it up on a map wall. And so that's what I'm... I should explain what I'm doing when I'm talking about all these crazy numbers and coordinates. And that will also get us closer, I believe... Oh, we need to go to... Am I going in the negatives? I need a Z of negative 550? No, I'm looking at the wrong coordinates. I have coordinates for multiple things written down. 493, right. 493, I believe, is the Z-coordinate that we need to get to for Cthulhu's thing. Looks like we got some more trees up here. But I'm going to go to a Z of about 512 or so to go ahead and make the next map. And then I'll take a closer look at those coordinates. I've got so many Post-it notes on my desk that just have 3 numbers on them that are from things related to, some of them are for Minecraft Bingo, some of them are for this, some of them for things where things are located on the Strangeland server. It's not a very good organizational system that I have on my desk. Okay, we've kind of overshot. Somewhere, anywhere around here should be okay. So what I want to do is I want to take one of the empty maps. I want to look at it here. And then I want to zoom it out. And I brought paper along. That is the new one. That's at 1:1. And so I want to put some paper around the outside of this one. And that'll make it at the same scale as these other maps. And then we'll take a look at that. Okay, and then the next thing I want to do is to head to Cthulhu's coordinates. And so they were 63, 93, 493. So 63 would be in this direction in the X, 93 and 493. All right, and so... And will I still be on this map if I'm going this way? Yeah, this might be on this map, or it might be on the next one over. I guess we'll find out shortly. 63, 93, 493. So I'm going to have to go back that way too, it seems like. Let's go ahead and start carving myself a little bit of a staircase. Okay, so this seems to be the proper elevation. All right, but then 493 will be back this way, I guess. Yeah, and where are we on this map? We're still on this map. Okay, it's going to be on this map, I think. Just trying to keep an eye out for any mobs that might be hiding somewhere. Okay, somewhat suspiciously, a little bit of trees over here. Okay, 63, 63, 93, 493. I'm at 503. 493. Right. 63. Here, I believe, is the location. Am I reading that right? So maybe I should dig there? 63, 93, 493. Did I misinterpret this? Did I write down the wrong numbers? Now I'm second guessing myself. All right, let's just look right around this area. Let me get the F3 off the screen. So there's obviously some trees here. Just want to see if I'm missing anything. Really thought I would find something obvious here. But I do not. And looking on the map... Oh, did I go off the edge of this map? Looks like I actually went off the edge of this map, and so I'll have to make another map probably. No, I'm on this map. I'm right here. Okay. Not sure what is up with that. I was really expecting to find something amazing here. Just want to make sure, like if I were standing here, could I see something in the distance? Looks like there might be something there. I feel like I'm stretching. I feel like I'm missing something obvious at this point. But I'm not getting clued into it. And how are we doing on daylight? Sun is starting to set. All right, I might make another map of the other area as I go back and think about this some more. So I'll see you guys when I see you. Oh dear. I think the weather just changed on me. And so change of plans. Now I'm going to try to dash back home. Oh gosh, thunderstorm. Worst possible outcome. I don't even have a bow and arrow yet. So we could have mobs. Yep, there's a skeleton up there. Spawning all... Okay, there's a zombie over there. We could have mobs, but there's a creeper. All right. I need to try to get back home safely. My food is down, but for right now I'm just going to keep on sprinting. And try to find a way... Oh boy. Back up. Crap. Alright, we have a bunch of mobs who are coming after me. No health regen. In the river, there's a skeleton over there. I don't know a good way to kind of get back up the side of these crazy mesa mountain hills or whatever. And so I'm just kind of... spider. Oh, man. I do need to kill a spider to get a bow, however. So let's try to kill this guy. Ah, darn it. Took some damage. Alright, another half a heart. There it goes. Let's try to stay alive. Is this where the cow farm is? This is where the cow farm is. We can get away from the mobs over here. All right. So we took another half a heart of damage due to the unexpected weather condition. But I think I should be able to sprint back over here, and I'm pretty sure things are well lit, and I should be safe in here. All right. Yeah, let me go back home, get myself situated, and let's double check the numbers that I wrote down to make sure I wrote down the right numbers. I really thought we were going to find like another chest or a dungeon or something at those coordinates, and that didn't turn out to be the case. Oh gosh. I'm curious to see. I guess they're like right up on top or right below. Okay. Yeah, it's very scary when all of a sudden there's mobs spawning around here. Like, I have a bunch of things I would like to do, but they require me to be alive in order to do them, and I'm down to 8.5 hearts. Okay, while we are still here together, let me go ahead and I'll just show you. Pretty sure there's an item frame and this one, yes. So we're going to get another item frame, and I believe I ended up just making the map that was right below, and so I think if I put this one here, and this one here, oops, that's the wrong one, this one here, and this one here. Yes, now we have 3 maps that kind of go together, and I'm pretty sure right there was the coordinate. Let's go read the books. BI said 63. NG said 93. And O said 493. And so 63, 93, 493. Yeah, I think that's where I went. I did go to negative and not, or positive is not negative, right? Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna have to think that over. I'm gonna wait until the next day, and I will probably see you guys then. Well, while I'm waiting out the thunderstorm, I did manage to get more string from killing that spider. And I do actually have some levels I could spend. I will just spend 1 level in order to get a power 1 bow. Great. And I guess I'll leave that there. I still have, yeah, I've got 64 arrows, and so that's great. I'm also going to leave the string, continue to kind of reorganize these chests. I moved all the food into that chest. This chest has had a bunch of other things. I'm not sure where to put string right now. So I'll put it in there. It was still, I did just hear a lightning strike or some thunder just a moment ago. The only other thing I can think, so it looked like I got that coordinate right, and there wasn't anything there. The only other thing I can think to do is to dig kind of straight down from there. Well, I won't dig straight down because you don't dig straight down in Minecraft when you're trying to stay alive. But maybe I'll go back there and like dig like a spiral staircase down is all I can think of to do. And maybe also, I actually, let's see. Yeah, I've got plenty of torches. Maybe I'll leave a lit path that kind of goes all the way over there in order to make things safer moving forward. Unfortunately, I think we still have a weather condition even though the sun has come up. And so there still could be monsters spawning outside. And I really don't want to die before I have a chance to do other things. And so I might wait it out for a bit here, a bit longer, while I try to figure out something else to do. One thing I am curious about while I wait. I haven't played much with stained clay, but I've already been trying to think about... I see, that's a grayer color than I want. I think I might want blue. I was trying to think about what would look kind of Cthulhu colored. And is there lapis in here anywhere? I feel like there was a bunch of lapis somewhere. Oh, it's probably in this box with lapis. Here's some lapis. Let's try if I dye some stained clay, or sorry, dye hardened clay. If I dye it blue, yeah, that ends up looking very purpley. I probably have to play around in creative mode a little bit, but I was trying to think about when I eventually try to make a Cthulhu kind of monument, what it might look like. I think it is still dark out. However, I don't know what to do with these blocks right now, so I'm going to stick them up here. These crazy colors until I decide what to do with them. And we'll put the lapis back in the lapis container in order to keep things organized. But I don't feel like waiting the entire day out again. I almost want to make a clock to see what kind of time of day it is. But I think, let's see if we can head outside and manage to stay alive somehow, maybe. Even though monsters might still be spawning in the daytime due to the weather condition. It doesn't seem like it's a thunderstorm anymore. And so maybe they just won't burn up, but they won't actually be spawning anymore. Because I think, well, what does the light level say? Does it show me light level here? Sunlight. It says 15. That doesn't seem right. I hear an Enderman. So let's try to be careful. But I'm going to head back basically to that location that we were just at that didn't seem to have anything and try to dig a spiral staircase down. All right, there's a chunk error right here. There looks like there might be a crazy structure underneath here that I might not have been supposed to see. Kind of makes me wonder. And it was kind of close to where I was hearing mobs before. Maybe that's the reason that we're using 1.7.4, so you can get all these chunk errors and use them to discover things. And so I don't know if I should use that information or not, but it did look like there was like a big square room there or something. All right, just as I'm getting back up to these coordinates, it appears the sun has come back out, and so that makes me feel a bit better. It's kind of crazy Z fighting and some of the grass textures. Oh! I was just like off by a block or something. All right, we found a chest. Hey, with good armor and a good bow, Dragon Biter. Golden boots with golden leggings, golden helmet. All right, people were probably frustrated with me that I was one block away from finding it last time and then didn't find it. I'm going to go ahead and pick these things up. So thank you, Cthulhu, for what ended up being a very good hint, even though at the very end I got a little bit off. Was that 492.5? I see. So like 493, it's hard to tell exactly. All right, so that makes me feel a little bit better in terms of being kind of off by one. All right, I've covered that back up. It occurs to me that I left the chest under the sugarcane. Am I going the right direction again? Is this smaller Z? Yes. It's easy to get turned around in here. Everything looks like a mesa. I left the chest underneath the sugarcane, and so I think I'm going to pick that back up. I took the chest from underneath the spruce tree, and then the fishing chest that was kind of underneath that kind of monument that we found down there. I guess it was a double chest, and I left the double chest down there. But I think that one kind of makes more sense because it's like a whole room and a tomb, as opposed to just a chest that's kind of hidden in one spot underneath the floor. Wow. Looks like there's a whole branch mining system over here. I guess I really haven't gone underground to see what all my ancestors have built. I'm kind of taking advantage of the fact that, okay, and there's some big caves lit up over there, that Minecraft in this version seems to be filled with chunk error bugs. Let me go ahead and try to reload these chunks. In any case, I'm going to go back home. I'm going to pick up the chest that was underneath the sugarcane farm that we found in the previous episode. Gently step through the... What am I seeing up there? Probably just... Oh, it's the item frames in the books from the little tombstone monument. That's fine. I want to... Yeah, basically kind of clean up the clues that were associated with my little treasure hunt here so that other people, won't find them or won't find empty chests or different things in the future and, possibly be confused about what's going on. And this is not the best way home. And I brought a whole bunch of torches, and I forgot to actually place any torches anywhere, which was also not brilliant. Yeah, the mesa, the terrain here is so difficult to navigate. All right, I'll see you guys back at home. Okay, here is the chest that had the NG, I guess, in it. Or no, was this BI? I forget which one was which. Now also pick up the pumpkin, assuming I don't drown. Hurry up and get the pumpkin. Are pumpkins like jack-o'-lanterns that I should be using the... Oh, don't drown, don't drown, don't drown, don't drown, crap! I just took another heart of damage. Oh, I'm so foolish. I should have used a torch. I'm even holding torches in order to get a breath of fresh air. So that there isn't kind of like a lighting queue down there anymore. That was really dumb. All right, we're down to 7.5 hearts. And that's even, I'm wearing the new armor now. I actually remembered to put it on, but I guess protection doesn't prevent you from suffocating. And the other helmet, I didn't put this one on, it has aqua affinity. Oh, which actually would have helped me mine the pumpkin faster. Darn it. I figured it was better to have the projectile protection that I had on the helmet that I enchanted myself. And if I put on the aqua affinity, then I wouldn't have taken drowning damage there. All right, I'm very foolish. Scatterbrained. All right, it took us a long time to accomplish one thing in this episode. Let me take a look at the time and see how we are doing to see what is next. All right, well, Foolish Brian has used up a lot of time already today, making some mistakes. Dragon Biter, Power 1, I guess I'll take the good thing to have on me for right now. I'm going to put some other stuff away in this chest. But I think based on how poorly I'm playing today, rather than try to do any other adventures right now, the smart thing to do is to go ahead and call it a day. Next time, I definitely, since we already lost a quarter of our health, I think I really need to start planning out the monument that I'm going to build to Cthulhu, since apparently it was among his dying wishes to me. And yeah, so I would like to do that. And then, depending upon how much life we still have, there's a lot of different kind of monstery places that I've kind of found along the way that might be interesting to explore. And I'm also starting to think up some puzzles for the next person. Unfortunately, it's the case, I have a lot of series going on my channel right now, and I'm going to be going away on vacation in December, and so I'm starting to record ahead of time. So I don't know that I'll be able to get much feedback from you all on episodes like these to kind of feed back into my own mechanism for what I'm choosing to do. So I'm going to be kind of on my own in terms of choosing what I want to build and do for the rest of this series, probably before a chance that these videos have a chance to air and me to get feedback from you guys. So apologies for that. And apologies also that today's episode, I feel like I was kind of scatterbrained and foolish and didn't play all that well. But I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I hope that I will see you again in a future episode of Chain World where I have some more success. See you guys later.